Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for being here. A little chat for a minute and a channel update. Okay, so I am back from Florida. I've been back a couple of days. The jet lag is okay. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you for all of you who wish me well for my events and said have a fabulous vacation. I did have a wonderful vacation, holiday as we call it over here in the UK. So I did a lot of work. I did 2 events in 8 days that went well. Thank you for all of you who came to those events in London and Orlando, and thank you for your feedback. I know so many of you really enjoyed it and found the day transformational, which is what it's all about. So I will put some photos up. While I was in Florida, I went to NASA, the Kennedy Space Center. I went to Cocoa Beach, and I spent a lot of time relaxing by the pool, being very careful because I chose early May to go to Florida so that it wouldn't be too hot. And it's normally 25 to 28, which is kind of late 70s, early 80s, which I could cope with. But it is what it is with global warming or whatever. It was the hottest Florida weather for 60 years. So yeah, it's great. So it was 34, high 90s, and I was melting for most of the time. And I had whoosh Florida fluffy hair, which I couldn't do anything about when I discovered that my Dyson, which is the only thing that tames my hair, wouldn't work in the US because it's a UK plug. And even though I had an adapter, it was too powerful, so it wouldn't work. So I just lived with fluffy hair. It is what it is. I put some photos up on my community page of me on Cocoa Beach with soaking wet hair, having been in the sea, no makeup, and I didn't care. That's the raw me and real me, and I'm happy for you to see that. Anyway, this is me back at work. The hair is tamed, a little bit of makeup on, a lovely tan without going too berserk, but I had a lovely time. So thank you so much. Now, been thinking about this channel of ours, because it is ours, all right, and I have noticed that since January my views have slowed right down about half, and that is because I've been posting roughly half the amount of videos that I used to post. So I used to do monthlies, I used to do money in career, and then I changed it to the first half of the month, the second half of the month, and money in career, which meant that I was generally posting about 40 videos a month. It was a lot of work, but as long as I wasn't doing clients, I could do that. So from January through till the end of April, I did over 150 private clients, plus the YouTube, about 20 YouTubes. It was over 250 videos, and so I didn't have time to do any more. So anyway, the clients have finished now. The events have finished until September. I will be doing another event in September in Vancouver, near Vancouver in Western Canada. For those of you who want to join me, there are still tickets available for that. But generally now I am slowing it down for the next few months with clients. So Spirit has asked me to write another book, another From Hoping to Having. So we have From Hoping to Having the 3 R's, which is remember, reset, receive, law of attraction guidance for you to live your best life. And that book goes into a little bit of everything, every area: power, creativity, spirituality, money, health, wealth, the whole thing. And then they asked me to really then focus a different book on different areas. So the last one was From Hoping to Having the Formula to Wealth and Success. So the whole book is all about creating abundance financially and successfully in terms of your career and your money. So that's the golden book. It's all about the money. So in the first book, there's like 1 chapter on that. This is the whole book. It goes into a lot more detail. Now they've asked me to do another one, and they've said there will be a few more, but this next one is going to be the formula to spiritual connection. And that will be everything I know about how to connect with your intuition, your higher self, your angels, your guides, how to trust your intuition, what it is, how it works. And they've asked me to start writing that fairly soon. So I will be getting on with that through the summer. But anyway, coming back to this beautiful channel that we share, that we have, I can see from my analytics and my figures that, I'm not giving you enough, and I want to be able to give you more without killing myself and having some balance. So I'm gonna go back to doing roughly 36 videos a month. So I'm going to give you the first half of the month, the second half of the month, and a separate money and career reading. Okay, but they're going to be fairly brief. They'll be around about 15 to 20 minutes each, and I'm going to try and knock them out a bit quicker. All right, so one of the reasons I pulled away from doing that was the timings of the pressure. So I've got to get 12 done by the end of the month for the first 2 weeks, and another 12 done by the middle of the month for the second 2 weeks. And it's that you've got to do it by a certain date that was always quite a pressure. But I'm going to see if I can pick that back up and go back with it, and because that's what you want, isn't it? So I know many of you will say, just do what I can, and I will. Never push myself if the energy isn't there. So one of the things that some of you will know and some of you won't know is that when I do this work, when any of us readers do this work, the energy has to be there. My vibration has to be in a good place. I've got to be fully connected, otherwise I'm just reading the cards. And if you know me and you've been following me for a while, I don't just read the cards, okay? I am channeling for most of it, and that takes quite a lot of energy. There's a big difference between just reading the cards and being an intuitive reader. Big difference in energy. And so that's what I'm planning on doing. So instead of there being 3 or 4 a week for each sign and your collective reading, I will try and do 12 at the same time, coming out. How did I used to do it? I would post 3 on a Monday, 3 on a Tuesday, 3 on a Wednesday, and 3 on a Thursday, getting all 12 out by the end of the week. I'm going to try and go back to that and see how I go. And if I find it's too much, I will let you know. All right. Is there anything else I want to tell you? No, I think that's it. All right. Oh, yes, there is one more. They're just saying to me, lives. I haven't been doing many lives, probably 1 or 2 a year. I'm going to try and do some more lives. The difficulty with the lives is that the time difference, the time zone, isn't it? I'm in the UK, so America is 5 to 8 hours behind me. Australia is 9 to 12 hours ahead of me, and trying to find a time when most of you are available is almost impossible. So generally the best time is going to be my early evening, and when I've been doing readings all day, there's not often energy left by the early evening, but I will do my best and see how I go. All right, so that's my update for you. I hope it's been helpful, and I will see you soon. So keep an eye out. There's going to be more readings coming out more regularly from now on, and it is the 27th of May. Everything that's on YouTube for May up until today, and including today with the Virgo readings, I recorded before I went away. I was quite interested to see a couple of comments saying how rested I looked from my holiday. I recorded them before I went. So now I'm rested, and my hair has grown a huge amount. It's part of, and this is my natural curl, tamed as much as I can. But yeah, my hair's grown mad, my nails grew mad. I had to go back to the nail bar this morning quick because they look terrible, get them done before I get back to work. So I hope that's been helpful and hopefully interesting for you, and remembering that the aim of this channel is to nourish your life and feed your soul, and I hope it does just that. I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye bye. Lots of love. Take care.